Hello guys, it's your girl here, Najaam P Lee for NajaamP and Spiritual Sessions Academy. Welcome. I'm gonna have to start all over. I tried this earlier, but it looks like I have to start a fresh for you guys, so that's fine. Yeah, the screen looks dark. Does the screen look dark to you guys? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why. So many things going on today, guys. It's so weird. Okay, so we're just gonna go like this. Don't know what's going on, but we will continue. So I hope you guys are doing well. As you see from the title, that is what we're going to talk about today, integrity to self. And so before we start, we are going to talk about some announcements and some really cool things is happening. And so one of those cool things is, if you're not following me, you should be following me right now, right here on Instagram at Najaam Lee, Najaamlee, and also on YouTube at Najaam Lee. I do videos over there as well, vlogs especially. And so you don't want to miss those. So go over there, follow me there. We're close to 1,000, so let's help me get to 1,000. We can do this by the end of the month. That is my goal. We can hit it. We can hit 1,000. I think I have 100 to go. So let's make it happen. Again, that's YouTube at Najaam Lee. All right. So the other thing that's going on, and I want to explain to you guys, is my book. So I'm going to talk about it in a minute because I'm so excited. I am going to be this Friday on Whispers in a Bottle podcast. Yay! Whispers in a Bottle podcast, you guys. I am super excited to be on their podcast and to be interviewed on their podcast. So we're going to be talking about anxiety, and we're going to be talking about my book, which is K.A.L.I, Kill Anxiety, Live Immensely. And yeah, I love my book. I'm so excited about this book. So basically, it's the secrets to removing the illusions we believe when we are anxious. And yeah, a lot of times we get super anxious, super nervous about things, and not just nervous, but overthinking, over to the point of sometimes extreme, which is generalized anxiety disorder, and dips into that and so much more. So I am the author of this book. If you don't know, I'm a spiritual life coach, health wellness consultant, intuitive reader, Reiki master, the author of this awesome book that's been helping so many people. Thank you for the reviews. Thank you for the feedback, the positive feedback I've been getting about my book and how it stands out and how it's different than others that are out there. I'm so appreciative of each and every person that purchased this book and got their own copy. Thank you. And yeah, so and I'm also a teacher and speaker over at Spiritual Sessions Academy. This is an online spiritual school. Yes, an online spiritual school where you are gaining and downloading beautiful spiritual knowledge. I offer spiritual knowledge classes for beginners, intermediate, master classes. I also offer individual classes. More will be coming. More are being recorded and will be posted as well. And one of the other things I love doing is spiritual life coaching. I do have many programs. One of those programs is a 6-month program called Turn Your Life Up. Turn it up. Turn your life up. And yeah, I'm so happy and excited about what I'm bringing to you guys, and so spiritual life coaching is basically helping you to help you. Basically, I'm just a guide I'm just a teacher, just a guru, or whatever you want to call me, of helping you to align with you, to see you, to believe in you, for you to trust you, for you to acknowledge you, right? And to live in the purpose of you, okay? What you're here for, who you truly are. So we work on the 4 bodies: the mental, the emotional, the physical, and the spiritual. Of really looking at each and every obstacle and like a hammer, like in Pac-Man or something, and hammer it out until it clears the way and we go to the next one. This is really important of working on yourself, completely on yourself. And so I just help steer you and move you, put little things here, put little things there, and watch you rise, watch you grow, watch you just really hold on and trust yourself and believe in yourself. So, you know, super, super important. Hello, Senator Parker. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I want you guys to see that this is going to be exciting. Yes, I will be on Whispers in a Bottle podcast. I want you guys to follow them at Whispers in a Bottle. Hello, D. Welcome, welcome. Whispers in a Bottle, Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be on there. I'm so excited to share my knowledge. I'm super grateful for the invite to be on the show, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun, and just really sharing what I can, and also from the book. So if you don't have the book, go get the book now. It's available everywhere, especially Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, lulu.com/spotlight/Najaam Lee. So just put it in your Google search, Kill Anxiety, Live Immensely, and get your copy, because we're going to dive into it on Friday as we discuss about it, talk about it, and everything else. So I'm just really, really excited for that. So as you see, we're going to talk about today's topic: integrity of self, integrity to self. And so yeah, I'm doing a class with you guys today right here on Instagram Live. I did do an introduction earlier because, girl, I was trying to figure this whole thing out. I could not find the button. The button for me is gone on my platform. Go figure. So I had to figure out some other way to get on here live with you guys. So I hope you can hear me. I hope it's clear. I hope it's working, because I really don't know. But give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can see me, because I really want you to get what I'm going to teach about today for you guys. So what else? Let's talk about. Make sure you're following me right here on Instagram at Najaam Lee, and also YouTube at Najaam Lee. Check out my website, najaamlee.com, and also go check out Spiritual Sessions Academy. And I'm going to put those links below, which is at bit.ly/Spiritual Sessions Academy. Again, that's bit.ly/Spiritual Sessions Academy. All right, cool. So, oh, you can hear me. Awesome. So I really want to talk about integrity. And a lot of times we hear the word integrity and it's almost like an outside word. You know, it's like, oh yeah, integrity, they should have integrity. Like it has nothing to do with me, type of thing. Integrity. But integrity has everything to do with you. Everything to do with you. And each and every one of us. It's an individual thing. It's an individual thing that we do not hold ourselves accountable for. Integrity is just loosely used and not really implemented. Okay, again, loosely used and not really implemented. So I want to talk about what is integrity. So if you know me, I'm going to go to the dictionary, what I'm going to do right now, and I'm going to pull up the word integrity. Integrity is a noun, and it means what? Let's look at number one. The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles or moral uprightness. Hold on one second. I'm going to turn this down because I want you guys to hear me. Second, the state of being whole and undivided, right? So let's like break this down even further. So intégrité is coming from the French word. Integritas is a Latin, right? So it's around late Middle English integrity started to come into play, all right? And that's the breakdown of the word itself. The other part of the meaning is the condition of being unified, unimpaired, or sound in construction. And lastly, internal consistency or lack of corruption in electronic data. Hello, Nelson. Welcome, welcome. Whispers in a Bottle. Yes, guys, this is what I'm going to be on. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's going to be great. Okay, calm down, Nash. I'm super excited. Whispers in a Bottle in the house. If you are not following, please follow them right now, guys, because this is where I'll be on Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And so please follow so you can get all the information, the links and everything, so that you can tune in on Friday with me and them as we discuss anxiety. So, gotta plug that in. Selfish plug. All right. So we're going to talk about integrity. So that's the meaning. So let's really dive into this. Now, integrity is loosely used because no one really wants to utilize it on themselves. But it's a word that holds accountability, of being accountable for self, right? Of being accountable for the things you say, the things you do, the things you show, the things you don't show. Being totally accountable for your whole self, right? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Looking good, Naj. Bring forth your light. Thank you, love. And so integrity is important in your life. If you have no integrity for yourself, you cannot expect integrity from others. You cannot point out to somebody else and expect them to show integrity for whatever it is, right? If you don't have total integrity for yourself. So what does that look like? What does that integrity look like? How does that play out? Okay, so let's talk about this part. Every year around this time, December to January, what do people do? Let's talk about it. What do people do? Right? They make all these promises and things that they're going to do. Ooh, next year, when January come, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to go to the gym every day. I'm going to be doing my diet. I'm going to make sure, I'm not going to eat meat no more. I'm going to be straight up vegan. Oh, no, wait a second. I'm going to be fruitarian. All kind of stuff. All this New Year's resolution. Yes, right? You guys create resolution. And then what happens when January comes? Actually, by the third week, usually it's around the second, it dwindles down. But by the third week, out the window, it's like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Right. A lot of them lie by the 3rd of January. By the 3rd of January, it's out the window. Oh, I'll start next week. Next week comes. Oh, I'll start next week again. It will happen. I'm so dead on serious. I will start next week. By the time we get to summer, it's like out the window, totally out the window. Anything happen or whatever, right? And we do this cycle every single year. It is one of the hardest parts of the year towards the fourth quarter to really, fourth into the first quarter, to really get people to say, I'll stick to it. I am going to do this. I am going to make sure I am on it. I am on it. So that's, that's it in a nutshell, okay? Where we have no integrity to the words we say to ourselves. Integrity to the words we say to ourselves. What are we saying, right? It's not a bunch of fluff, right? Or is it a bunch of fluff that you're not serious about yourself? You don't want to be serious about yourself. You really don't want change, or do you really want change? How can you hold on to the words and keep it? If you're going to do something, are you going to do it and stick with it? Don't say, oh, next month I'll start. Next month come around, oh, and you mess up or something, and you're like, I was going so good for 3 days, and on the 4th day I gave in. Okay, so pick it up on the 5th day. Most people do not do that. They will say, oh, because I messed up on the 4th day, I'll start next month again. That's why you got still 7 pounds on. I hear ya. So, I remember one of my gurus talking about integrity, the words you say to yourself out loud, to maybe somebody else, and you don't keep it. You don't keep it to yourself, right? It's one of the hardest things is to keep what you say to yourself. And so I want you to dive deep. Why is it hard for you to keep what you say to yourself? So let's use the example of losing weight, right? What does losing weight look like? A lot of times you say, oh yeah, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. That's my goal. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. But what does that really look like? What are you saying exactly? What does 10 pounds less look like? What does it feel like? What does it feel internally right here? How do you visualize that? Right? So one of the things, like when I'm coaching people, one of the things is like we write. Like I'm a writer. You gotta write. You have to write. Because you cannot keep it here, right? In the ether is what I call it. In the mind, in the ether. You have to bring it down to the earth plane. You got to bring it down to earth in order to really manifest it, right? So the words are just what? The air element, ether element. It's just words. It's not concrete. So you have to take these words, utilize an ink. Yes, we're going to use a pen, right? I have my gold pen here with me. So you're going to utilize a pen to take the words you're saying. The ink is the water element, and bringing it down to the paper element, the earth element right here, and writing it down. So now you look at it, right? So all 4 beings are looking at your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, and your physical body. Now it's going to look at what you wrote. Now it's concrete. It's like, okay, I am losing 10 pounds, or more, even better, I lost 10 pounds. And so now you can say, I lost 10 pounds. It already happened, right? Because you brought it from here down to the ether, down to the earth, down to the earth plane, right? The earth element. So it's happened. I lost 10 pounds. Now, what does I lost look like? What does I lost look like? I lost 10 pounds looks like, and grab some pictures. Look at some pictures, right? Take some pictures that looks like you currently and what you would look like 10 pounds less, right? No, we're not looking at extreme, like 50 pounds less or 100 pounds less or whatever. Nope, 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 nope. We're looking at only 10 pounds less. What does that look like? You can actually Google it and it will bring up photos and pictures of what that looks like, 10 pounds less, right? And you take that and you put it side by side. That's your before and that's your after. So then you'll take a picture of yourself of the before and you have a good visual of what you will look like after 10 pounds. Okay, that's it. We're not looking at anything further. We're only looking at this moment because you already lost 10 pounds. So because you already lost 10 pounds, you know visually how it looks. Now that you know how it looks, then you can now re-engineer, right? We can now look at, okay, the things I need to eat and not eat to get that. That's understanding yourself now. That's understanding the body type that you have. That's understanding physically what the types of food that you can take in and the types of food you should not take in, right? That means you got to look at what have you been doing before all this time? What were you eating for the past 48 hours? Let's look at that. From that, we can then dissect and say, okay, cross this out. Don't intake milk, cow's milk, no meat for the next 14 days, no dairy for the next 14 days or whatever, right? And really looking at, because we're looking at what you currently eat. If you currently eat those things, you yourself, you're staying in the present moment. This is what I currently do. This is what I currently eat. There's no like wishful type of eat or wishful thing. No, currently this is what I do. Currently this is what's happening. Currently in this space. And through this current, we can change things. We can add things. We can move things because it is in the current. Right? Coffee. Stop. Right? Currently in coffee. Currently we're going to take out your coffee. No. So it's really looking at this because you should be able to, by looking at small increments, a small amount, re-engineering, right? Looking back, okay, I need to remove this, I need that. Okay, so the next thing, are you being active? Are you being active? What does active look like for you in losing the 10 pounds? What does that look like for you? Visually, you can see it. Cut some pictures out. What does it take for 10 pounds? What is recommended? Either you can do yoga or you can do some weight training or whatever it is. Brisk walking, fast walking, whatever it is that will be in your bracket right here in the current moment, right? Because what we're trying to get to is get you to hold the integrity to yourself to losing those 10 pounds in the currency that you are on, the current flow that you are on. Until you're active. You go. Once you are in that flow of being in the now, right, and seeing it visually, all the things you can do, right, it's no longer, oh, it's a far distance. Oh, I won't be able to do that. Oh, it's just too much. Oh, I quit. There's no quitting, okay? You're not allowed to quit. You have to make that the rule. You're not allowed to quit. Clients that work with me, you're not allowed to quit. Like, you have to sign a contract with me that states, I will not quit. Yes. Why? Because I'm helping you to stay with your integrity to yourself. You are not allowed to quit. There's no such thing as quitting. No such thing. So, losing the 10 pounds, and then once you know, okay, yeah, I already lost the 10 pounds, You're re-engineering, okay, what did I do to lose those 10 pounds? Because it already happened. Why? From the ether, right? The thought, you brought it into the earth plane. Once it's on the paper, you wrote it out, it's done. You already did it. So you just reverse engineer and you're just doing it again. That's all you're doing. You already did it here. You're doing it again here. That's it. That is it. Okay? So, intent, accountability. Yes, accountability is key. Accountability to yourself. So, the quality of being honest, you being honest with yourself. So, if you have to wake up an hour early, like say, all right, to make this happen, losing this 10 pounds, I'm going to wake up at 5 o'clock every day. You're going to intentionally set the alarm, and you're going to wake up at 5. You're just going to do it because you put it right here. You're going to do it. If you need an accountability partner to help you wake up for the first few weeks, you do that. I need help waking up early. When I call and ring your phone, I'm getting up. I'm waking up and I'm going to get out the door and I'm going to do it. Whether it's yoga, whatever you choose to do, you're going to do it. I'm going to tell you, yes, the first several days is going to be like hell, right? Especially the first 3 days. But once you get over the third day, you're golden. Literally golden. But they always say it's the first 3 days that is the climb of that mountain. But once you get over that third day, it's like amazing. You can do it, okay? Because you're working to overcome the mind. And when you overcome the mind, you overcome the body, and the body will follow suit, okay? So it's all here. Weight is here, okay? The body only manifests what you're thinking here. So the weight has always been in your mind. Your weight has always been in your mind. It makes me ungodly hour every day. I know. Trust me, I understand that. So I know it's hard to overcome, but you can do it, and you will do it because you are going to keep the integrity to yourself. Keep the honesty to yourself. Be honest with yourself. You cannot expect honesty from other people if you cannot expect honesty from yourself. And that is with the words you say and what you do on a daily basis, every single day. Really being conscious of what you're saying and doing and keeping to it no matter what. There's no excuse. You only create the excuse because you want to create the excuse. But in actuality, there's no excuse. There's no such thing as excuses. It really isn't. We just create these things as obstacles, in order to just really not want to do. I'd rather you say, you know what, I don't want to do it. And be honest with yourself, like, I really don't want to do this. And if you don't do this, then you know what the consequences are, right? You already know what the outcome will be. You have to be truthful with yourself, even to saying no to it and what that will look like. It's just being truthful and accountable for all of it, right? Keeping the integrity. So that's also like, let's talk about time. If you say you're going to be at a place at a certain time, you said that to someone like, hey, I will be there at 10 a.m. to do this talk with people or whatever. Have the integrity to keep it. Don't create an excuse in your mind and say, oh, if I'm late like 5-10 minutes, it'll be all right. No, it's not. Because you've given yourself a slack within yourself to like always do something like that. And then it gets a bigger gap, a bigger gap, a bigger gap, a bigger gap. This is different than expectation. I'm not talking about expectation. I'm just saying keeping the integrity of yourself, the accountability to yourself of self. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so happy. Keeping it to yourself, keeping that integrity to yourself, right? And the thing is, the more you do this, the more you're going to see like you can handle things throughout your whole day. You can do things. You can accomplish things, right? When you do this, you can accomplish things. And then you want to accomplish more things because you're keeping the honesty, the integrity to yourself. Okay? Really being truthful to yourself, looking at the clear picture of yourself and being in the present moment of yourself. Right? Being in the present moment. Right? You're keeping that strong moral principle. Okay? So you don't let yourself down. You actually build yourself up. You uplift yourself. So when they say, elderly people say, mind what you say, mind what you say. It's true. They're talking about the integrity. Mind what you say. Mind what you say. All right? Really think about what you're saying. Really hold the words in your mouth before you speak it. Okay? To make sure you're keeping the integrity to yourself. So for the upcoming year, what will you be doing? What do you want to accomplish? What will that be like? Keeping the integrity to yourself. Repeat that. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is, how elderly people say, mind what you say. I know, like, in my family would say, mind what you say. Mind what you say. Mind what you say. Right? Really holding the words in your mouth before you speak it into the universe, before you say it, so that you can keep the integrity to yourself, that you can do this, you will do this, you will hold it, right? And keep the accountability to yourself, with yourself. Right? So when you do that, right, you really are able to then expand yourself, uplift yourself. Because when you can hold those words and act upon it, and you're doing it every day to achieve whatever that goal is or whatever that you want to do, then you raise and expand yourself all around, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And they all come together. They all forge together in a great oneness. And it's powerful because it makes you feel good. It makes you know, I can do things. I can do things. I can complete things, right? I am trustworthy. I can trust myself to complete things, to do things, especially the things that I say that I want to achieve, right? Keeping the integrity. So the next time that you are, talking and you're not consciously talking, take a pause. Really listen to what you are saying. Mind what you say, right? Mind what you say. Okay, hold the words in your mouth and make sure that you can keep the integrity for those words that you're going to spew out. That you say, yeah, I'll do it. Oh, yes, I can do it. Yes, I'll be there. Oh, yeah, it's no problem. Sure, you can call me anytime. When you know you don't want that. Oh, yeah, I can do it. When you know you really can't do it. Just really think about it. But this more so, I really want you to look at for going into next year, the things that you say you want to achieve. So if it's, losing weight, stick to it. Start small and stick to it, right? Reverse engineer. What does that look like? What does that really look like for you? Not for Tina, not for Jackie, but for you. Okay? What does that look like for you? And reverse engineer to achieve it. Taking the time to achieve it. Did you do your vision board? Are you going to do your vision board? Your vision board is really great in looking at goals that you want to achieve, and also challenging yourself a little bit out of your comfort zone, right? To push you to elevate yourself to achieve it, right? Sit down and do it. If you say you're going to do it this day, sit down and do it, right? If something comes up, you say, okay, I am going to reschedule for this day and time, and you mark it out. Don't keep it here. Bring it onto the earth plane so that you manifest it. Okay? You manifest it. So, yeah, I hope you guys love that. I hope you guys got something from that. Hello, you know who I work for. Vision board done. Yes. Yes, vision board is done. That's what I'm talking about. Look, I got my planner. I force myself. Something that I've been doing, which is I usually would grab paper all over the place and write, right? And I said, nope, I have a very big dream for 2021. And I was like, I really need a planner that's going to work for me. And so the thing is, it says I have to, there's no excuse, write everything in the planner. I can't go to my phone and then go to a piece of paper and then go to this notebook or whatever. I have to do everything in my planner. So what did I do? I found me a planner that I really like. This is the Legend Planner. And then I got me a special pen. This is my gold pen. I said, hey, everything I touch turns to gold. That's what I want. Yes, fire, fire, yes. So I got me this, and I said, in here, what I love about it is it has like the whole area from walking out your dream, right? Write it from, how you're feeling, what you want to achieve, and everything like that. What my vision is, I'll show you, like my dreams, and then it has a mind map, right? And then of my life goals, and then it has an area which I'm going to fill up, which is my vision board will be in here as well. I have a vision board up here, but I'm going to also put it in here as well. And then what my 1 year goals are, everything I need. And then my whole month of November, what I did. And yeah, so right now I'm over here like on my dailies, and it's like, yeah, all the stuff that I gotta do, or I'm doing, I'm working on ideas, my day-to-day. That's what I got this for. So it's no excuse. Like, I have to write everything in here. I can't go to anything else. I purposely did that so I don't reach for something else. It has to go in here, so I carry it with me. So, and I love it. It's my color. My color all the way through. So I hope that encourages you guys. Like, keep your integrity. Don't just say stuff and then you don't do it. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't grow you. It keeps you stunt, right? Integrity is a practice, okay? It's something that you do every day. It's a practice. Allow integrity to become your practice every single day. And it starts small, and then allow it to grow and expand you, right? The little ones that you do and you complete it, awesome, move to the next one, complete it, move to the next one, right? Integrity. So that's why I'm keeping this. I got this in, I got this in November, early November, and just been sticking to it. I have to do this. There's no other way. That's how I talk to myself. Like, Naj, you have to do this. Naj, you got to complete this. Naj, you got to get this done. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but I don't get down. I say, okay, reverse engineer. Maybe I missed something. Let's try another way. And then I execute it. And I'll try it a different way. Sometimes you need to tweak it, okay? You need to just tweak and then get it done. You need a pen that's bringing forth plans. Yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And that's why I got the gold. It came in this little box too. Like, it got all fancy. This is Pentel. Got all fancy and everything. And I was like, yes. It's a little treat for myself that when I write, things just be happening, be manifested. It's like my wand, my magic pen, right? So my magic pen and my magic planner, we manifesting, we making things happen in a big way, right? It's all your intention, how you see, and then you make it happen, right? I was never the best on executing a lot of things sometimes. Like, I would have it here and I held it here. I did that a lot when I was a kid, you know, and in my college days and stuff. And then at some point as I got older, like, I can't hold it here anymore and do everything. Like, I used to be good with that, but I can't. And I noticed when I would write stuff down, it'll happen even faster. It'll manifest even faster. Like, it made it concrete. And so the more I practice, okay, let's keep my word to myself, keeping my word to myself, nobody else. And once I can do that, then I can really make clear decisions of if I can do that for someone else, if I can keep the integrity for that, whatever they're asking me to do. Can I actually do that? Am I being true to myself? And saying no is also keeping your integrity, as well as saying yes. It was what works for you in the situation at that time. But you're being completely honest. Okay? Completely honest. All right? Sorry, gotta run, doing a wrap-up meal. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much for coming, Nelson. I can't wait to see you Friday. I'm so excited. Go follow them, guys. Whispers in a Bottle podcast. That's where I will be this Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for stopping by, dear. Thank you. You're so welcome. Oh, you're so welcome. All right. So if you guys have any questions, post them down. I definitely will answer. If there's any questions right now, post it. If not, I'm going to make sure this video stays up for you guys. And that you can post your questions below, and I'll definitely answer it. If you need to DM me, not a problem. DM me at Najaam Lee. Again, at Najaam Lee, Najaamlee. And yes, I'll be keeping my integrity with you for answering your DMs, for answering your questions, and also to go check out again my website, which is najaamlee.com, and also Spiritual Sessions Academy. Come hop into a class, or if you're more interested in spiritual life coaching, do a free session with me, free coaching with me, and I would love to speak with you and help you out in any way possible, and see if this will be a great fit for you and where you can see yourself in the next 6 months or the next 12 months, depending on which program you choose. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. This was awesome. I had a good time teaching this integrity. Let's keep it going. All right, and I'll see you on Friday on Whispers in a Bottle podcast at 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm super excited to talk about my book. Yes, Kill Anxiety, Live Immensely. It's available everywhere books are sold. Love you guys, and have a great day or night or wherever you are.